good evening, everyone. Welcome to NextGEN IT courses. So, today we are having session related to cloud and cloud security and cloud networking. In this session, we are going to cover Azure 104, the administrative level, plus Azure 700, that is cloud networking, and Azure 500 cloud security level. And let me tell you about us who are new here. We are providing online training worldwide related to network security, cloud security, and cyber security. Trainers are basically working professionals having more than 14, 15 years of experience and taking classes in the evening, Monday to Friday, 9 p.m. onwards, and on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, morning, 11 a.m. So it would be live interactive classes plus recording for each and every session as well. You are getting in the proper LMS access and 100% practical session we are going to cover here. We are having our trainer as well, Mr. Prem sir. Hi, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So, Prem sir, you can introduce yourself. You can tell about your expertise, and then you can, start with the guidance, and you can say the fundamental of Azure, why they should choose, what are the prerequisite, and all. So, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, everyone. Hello, students.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So, my name is Prem, and I have over 12 years of experience working as a cloud architect. Right. So, currently, I am dealing a big project. I have deployed a cloud infrastructure for many companies. I have set up a great infrastructure where we have deployed some two-tier, three-tier applications for the organizations. And currently, I am here to guide you. Right. So, can I know your expectations, what you are expecting from this course? So, what currently you are doing? What level of experience do you have? So, yeah, Rajan, Gopi, Rupak, Krishna, anyone? Please speak.
So my name is Steven. I have total 15 years of experience into cybersecurity. So I'm looking out this training from the platform engineering perspective, for AWS from security perspective, more focused on the latest syllabus which has been done from AZ-500 to SC-500. So I'm looking out for that, from that perspective, security perspective.
Yeah, you have choose a right thing, right? Because you are working in the security domain from several years here, but now you looking to forward to the cloud, right? So yeah, cloud is now there is a very demanding technology that you can go and you can get a very much good hike in the cloud technologies. So yeah, for the good high paying jobs, we have our cloud security roles. You can upgrade yourself into the cloud. That's great. Yeah, and someone text me, Rajan. Yes. Fresher having basic knowledge of networking. Yeah. So yeah, this is good for experienced person as well as freshers also. Like if you are a fresher and you are thinking to launch your career in IT. So as we know that there is a boom of AI. Along with the AI, there is another boom that is a cloud boom. Okay. So everyone is moving towards the cloud. Every organization is moving towards the cloud infrastructure. Because if you see the on-premises infrastructure, so there are a lot of difficulties and challenge, and there's a lot of maintenance over here. So to get rid of these things, we have our cloud infrastructure. So cloud is a easy way. And what about some others? Gopi, Himanshu, Nishant.
या हाय निशांत यार सॉरी मैं लेट ज्वाइन किया क्या पूछ रहे थे
No
आप
issue. Just we have just started. So can you introduce yourself? Currently, what you are doing and what you are expecting from the course, what you want
Yeah,
to learn. Yeah.
I'm Nishant Avasti. I have more than 5 years of experience in network and network security. Currently, I'm
Okay.
working in network security domain for US based company. So actually, I want to switch from network to cloud. So that's why I'm looking for a course like Azure AWS. So I just go through this next gen IT course for Azure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So great. So you are at the right place. So here you will get all the knowledge according to your domains. Like currently you have told you are working in the networking and as well as security and
Right.
on-premises network, right? So here we have our course where we are offering with Azure the administrator role, that is our certification Azure 104. And along with this, we have the cloud networking course, that is Azure 700. And then we have Azure security. So this is a combination of everything. So everything that you need to go further and you need to proceed further, that is over here, right? So everything you can learn from here. So we have the expert faculties and you will get LMS and hands-on lab with us. So you can easily learn all the things while doing the practicals. Because when you are looking to switch your career, right? And you are looking to switch your job. So the hands-on is play a very much important role. Just if you will see the other training sessions that are available online, just a recorded lectures. So they do not provide a lot of hands-on. And even if you look the official syllabus, so inside the official syllabus they are lacking into the hands-on. So we are here to fill this gap. So we will provide you proper hands-on and as well as theoretical knowledge so you can boom yourself. So that's great. So let's
Actually, I have a question. For hands-on, are you providing a lab on any portal or is directly from Microsoft Azure?
we will do our lab directly on the Microsoft Azure portal, right? So don't need of any other simulation because cloud is on demand delivery of resources. You can just access it with the help of internet. So you just need a system and an internet connection and your account in the cloud portal. So just after that, you can just access the portal and utilize all the services. So no need to try with any other simulation. You can just go directly and we can directly practice on the Azure portal. So that will be more beneficial for us, right? Yeah. So we have our Azure portal. Just you required a simple account. So just a minute, I will show which portal you have to use for your practices and everything. Just let me give you a look to the Azure portal.
Sir, sorry for interrupting you. Actually, I joined a little bit later on. I just want to know about you as well. What you think's done? What because I have seen things on different platform, but I need someone who already have lots of experience and have the certification things. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, sure. So basically, my name is Prem, as you know, and I'm working as a cloud architect, and I have over 12 years of experience, right? So when you talk about the certifications, I have multiple certifications like Azure 104, that is for the administrator, and Azure 700, that is for networking, and Azure 500, that is for security. And along with the Azure certifications, I have also certifications from others. Like I have a AWS certification, architect level, and I have CCNA, CCNP, and firewalls also. So I have a lot of certification. I'm holding a lot of certifications, and I'm working as a cloud architect. So I will give you all the experience that I have, all the knowledge of certifications and hands-on. Everything you will get from me, right? So my all experience I will share in this course. So basically, I have worked with many companies, multiple companies. I have helped companies to set up their on-premises infrastructure to the cloud infrastructure. So I have tell you about the migrations and everything, my real world experience, the troubleshooting experience, what type of issues you can face during this type of transactions. So I will share everything, right? So
Thank you so
yeah.
much.
Any other query from anyone? No? Oh, that's great. So this is our Azure portal, right? So for managing all the services and all the stuff, just this portal is enough. So from this portal, you can utilize multiple service offered by your Azure. So if you can see, I will show you here. So there are multiple services that are offered by Azure. So when you go in the all services, nowadays cloud is not limited to a individual type of services like a compute service, like a storage service. Nowadays, cloud will offer you multiple range of services. So here you can see there is some different type of categories, and every type of categories nowadays cloud have a service for it. Either you are talking about AI, ML, machine learning, analytics, computing, containerization, databases, DevOps, whatever you required, everything is over here, right? And uh, and when you're talking about Azure, so Azure have the great integration option with the Windows, right? So whenever you are using the Windows products, so other Microsoft products, Windows Server and Windows Client, whatever you are using. So it have great integrity option with our Azure Cloud. So for hybrid compatibility also, where you are using the multi-cloud environment. So that is also good for that purpose also. So here you can see there are a lot of services, but every service is not for us, right? So according to our job role, we have to learn about the specific service that are required to us. So currently, we are focusing on the security, administrator, and networking. For these, the major service that is very much important in every certification, that is your identity, right? So major service that is identity. In identity, we have Microsoft Entra ID. So this is your Microsoft Entra ID. That is a one of most important services in Azure. So all guys are working in the on-premises infrastructure, right? So for the on-premises infrastructure, which identity solution you are using? Anyone can share your experience. So which identity service you are using?
Actually, currently we
Actually,
are not using any Active Directory, but we
Active
are
Directory.
Active
uh,
Directory. Yeah, Nishant, please continue. But
yes, we are using open source currently, like
okay,
Cloud.
uh, actually, we have Entra ID things in our project, and another team handling all the things. We have only view access on that. So just to check out the groups, because whenever we have the firewall policies, we have some rules defined on basis of the group policies over the Azure, where we add the users on the groups, and after that we will provide the firewall access according to that.
okay,
So some
that's
application accesses also are there because of global protect and all cloud accesses. Yeah.
okay. That's great. Means you are using now cloud is there, right? That's
Yes.
good. So generally, when you're talking about mostly about the on-premises infrastructure, so major service that is responsible for on-premises identity and management services, we have our Active Directory, right? So with the help of Active Directory, we are generally manage our on-premises identity. And whenever we talk about the perspective of security, so there must be a centralized identity management server, right? So the identity should be centralizedly managed. So for better security, so inside some compliances rules and frameworks, you can see that there is a requirement of specific centralized identity management system. So for identity management system, we have the Microsoft Entra ID in our cloud, and that is highly compatible with our on-premises Active Directory. So whenever you want to sync your users from on-premises to your cloud infrastructure. So you can just use the Microsoft Entra Connect tool. So your on-premises user will come on the cloud and you can manage them with the help of cloud infrastructure. So here you can have the Entra ID. From the Entra ID, you can manage all the roles and responsibilities. You can assign some security roles, RBAC roles, and along with this, you have the options for single sign-on. So you can enable the single sign-on, multi-factor authentication. So a lot of features are offered by your Microsoft. So you can just simply move towards the cloud and use these features. Because when you were managing the on-premises infrastructure, so there are a lot of things to take care. right? So just let me give you a scenario. Uh, you are an engineer and you want to set up a company's infrastructure. So you are the infrastructure engineer, and your company is saying, so sir, you want to set up a on-premises infrastructure. So what things are required for the on-premises infrastructure? What things you will suggest, like what type of setup a company's requirement? The companies have over 1,000 employees. So what you suggest for that company?
Physical servers, networking devices,
Yeah, physical servers, right? Correct. Networking devices, correct. And more
maintenance.
things. Maintenance is required, right? Very good, Ravi. So some major things we required, like whenever we are setting a on-premises infrastructure. So most common requirement, that is server. So according to your applications that you want to run. So for that, you need some sort of servers. And whenever you talk about the servers, either you are setting up a Windows Server 2022, right? So one server is not enough whenever you are setting up infrastructure for an organization, because high availability, redundancy, these factors are important for the organization. So at that time, minimally you will set up two servers. So that is a minimum requirement. You require two servers, right? This will be act as an identity or whatever solution you, if you want to host some website, you will use IS. So whatever you want, so you just need minimum two servers. And for these servers, you require the networking. So whenever we are seeing the on-premises infrastructure, along with the server, the networking is major important part over there. So for networking, you require different type of networking device. So inside a general on-premises infrastructure, what are the major networking device that you can see? Anyone having a networking experience can share?
So routers, switches, and firewalls.
Yeah. So majorly
Yeah,
required access points,
yeah.
routers, firewalls, and switches. So these are some common networking device that you require to set up your on-premises infrastructure. And if you are going with the good products, like you are choosing a vendor like a Cisco, so you can see the pricing of their products. So we required some switches, routers, and for firewalls, we choose Fortinet, Palo Alto, whatever, right? So these devices are having a great cost, right? So for this, we required large amount, the capital expenditure we required. Okay. And for maintaining this infrastructure, we required some engineers. So there is an hardware cost, there is a different type of engineers cost. Like for the servers, we required the server administrator. For network, we required the network administrator. And most essential for the security, because in every organization, the security is most important. So either it is a mid-scale organization, large-scale organization, or a startup. So the security is important for every organization. So the security engineers for taking care of all about security posture, right? So multiple engineers are required and multiple different devices are required. So there are a lot of capital expenditure and as well as lot of maintenance is there. So for running your servers, you require a power backup, right? So you will set up a UPS system, a power backup system. And for establishing these devices, you require a cooling system. So we'll properly create a server room. You will arrange your servers, prepare your server racks, and do everything, right? So there are a lot of tension while maintaining our on-premises infrastructure. So now what the companies are now doing? They are shifting towards cloud. So what actually cloud is offering? They will give you different type of offering. Like if you want to move your on-premises infrastructure to cloud, so cloud will have infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So they have many type of offerings over there. So according to your requirement, you can choose your service, right? So if you want to move, if you want to migrate from on-premise, so at that time you will mostly prefer the infrastructure as a services, where you do not need to take care about the infrastructure. So all the infrastructure is managed by your cloud provider. So this is our Azure. And whenever you are deploying any application, any sort of server, and anything. So you can just quickly deploy over the cloud environment. So as we have discussed, for setting up the infrastructure, there is a lot of hardware requirements. Now cloud will solve this problem. So if we are in on-premises infrastructure, so we require to do lot of research over the hardwares. So according to our requirement, we will first verify which hardware is needed for us, which applications we want to deploy. So these type of things we have to decide first. Then we will proceed to the purchasing. We will go in the different sites, we will compare the prices, we will contact to the different vendors, and then decide a product, then finalize that product, and then order them. And after ordering, it will take some time to arrive to us, right? So there are a lot of hustle. So the cloud will solve it easily. Let's suppose we want to create a server and deploy a Windows server. Let's suppose I want to deploy a Windows Server 2025. And in that, I need to host a simple website. So if you are on-premises infrastructure, so will take a lot of time. But in cloud, what I can do, I can just simply go to a service that is virtual machine in Azure. So I'm going in the virtual machines, and within the few minutes, I can deploy my server. So just let me quickly show how I can quickly deploy a virtual server over here. So just creating a new virtual machine. So here you can see we are in the virtual machine creation. And here our subscription is selected. So whenever you create the account, so you will get your subscription. So if you are new to Azure, so first for 1 month, it will give you 200 credits for your practice purpose. So during the class, you can practice your all the labs within that duration and use that credit happily. So while doing all the things practically, you can learn because Azure is providing you $200 credit whenever you are creating your account for first time. And after this, you will say what after 1 month. So after 1 month, if you are learning the things and you are practicing the things, so it will hardly cost you approx 500 rupees for everything if you are practice a lot, right? So just remember, after practicing, you have to delete your resources. That is the important point. If you will forget to delete your resources, then you will get charged, right? So first, in Azure, what is the good thing that I prefer? That we have the resource groups. Like whenever we are deploying some services, so whenever we are launching a virtual machine, so some more services are associated with that, like our private IP, public IPs, our NSGs means network security groups. So other things are also related, like our storages. So in Azure, it creates a resource group. Inside that resource group, it will deploy all the resources. So the management will become very easy. So you can, if you want to delete all the resources, you can just simply delete that resource group. So your all the resources will get deleted. So it is like no tension. So we'll just delete the resource group rather than doing it one by one, one by one. So you can just simply delete your resource group. So whenever you are creating any type of resource, you're required to choose a resource group. So currently I'm going to create a new resource group. So let's take NZRG1. So this is just a simple name for a resource group. And here we are giving a name for our virtual server, virtual machine. Yes, Sakshan?
Sir, I want to know, sir, basically in AWS, we need to delete each and every resources separately. So, sir, in Azure, it is not like that.
Yeah, it is not like that. It is very much simple. You will just delete that resource group. So all the resource related to that resource group will automatically get deleted.
So,
So
sir,
it
is there
is
any
good for
way so that,
management.
so in
Yeah.
AWS, sir, is there any way so that we can delete the resources at once? Sir, except Terraform.
If you want to delete all the resources at once, so there is no
Yes, sir.
other way in AWS, right? So you can use the automation tool Terraform. So with the help of your scripts, your YAML files, you can write the scripts, and with the help of that script, you can just delete it with the one click. But
Okay, sir.
if you are doing it with the GUI, so that is not possible in AWS.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I have given a name to my virtual machine. And here I have selected a region that is Central India. I'm okay with it. And when I talk about availability options, so currently I do not want any type of availability. We are just creating this machine for the demonstration. So no type of redundancy is required for me. But whenever you are deploying a servers, a crucial server, so you can choose different type of availability options, like how many availability you want. So they have their service level agreements. So according to that, they will offer you the proper service, right? So like security type, trusted, not required. So we will go with the standard. And here we are using our Windows Server 2025 Data Center Edition. Okay. And this is about the configuration. So according to our requirement, we can choose a size of our VM. So there are a lot of size according to our requirements. So according to your requirement, you can choose any size, right? So if your requirement is less, so you can use this machines like B series machines. And whenever you have the higher requirement, like you need a memory, so here we have this E series machines. So here you can say you can get higher memories, higher CPU's requirement. So everything is there. So these are some general purpose machines. So every type of machine you will get here, right? So according to a requirement, you can choose a suitable machine and you can use it. So currently I'm going with the this one. So this is general purpose machine with having 8 GB RAM. This is sufficient for our meeting, right? So just I will select it. After selecting it, just giving a username. So Azure user is okay. And setting up a password for it. I have set it the password, and this is about the energy rules, the inbound rules. So we are not disturbing it. This is about the disk, how many disks is required. If you want to add additional disk, you can add additional disk. And for saving the money, you can also change the disk type. So by default, it is offering you the premium SSD. But this is for the lab purpose or just for the testing purpose. So we can go with the standard hard disk or standard SSDs. So just let me choose the standard SSD. Just there is a difference between the speed, the throughput of these devices, right? After this, we have the networking tab. We can manage our networking. Like in on-premises, we are managing our networks, right? So here also we can manage our networks, different type of things over here. So currently we have not created any type of additional network. So we are going with the new VNet and with the default subnet, right? Some basic thing, the NIC having attaching a network security group and it having public IP, the port is allowed RDP. Through RDP, we will take the access of this machine, right? So everything is there. So there are a lot of tabs. So when we start our course, we will understand each and every tab in detail. So currently what I'm quickly going to do, I'm just going in the review plus create. So it will review some basic settings. You have filled the basic information or not. After the validation, it will say, now you can good to go and you can create your resource. So just wait for this check. So up to this, anyone have any type of query, any type of doubt, so you can ask freely, right? So yeah,
Okay.
yes, someone saying something. Yes,
Yeah.
Ravi.
In our resources, so can I able to delete virtual machine or virtual storage account like that? Like individual, can I able to delete
Please can you repeat? Your voice is a
inside
little bit
the
stuck.
resources?
Please can you repeat your question? Hello?
Now audible?
Yes, yes, please repeat.
I think network issue. Now audible? No, I'm asking.
Y-
So inside the resources, can I able to delete any virtual machines or network or else that storage account? Individual part inside the resources.
Yeah, inside the resource group, if you want to delete the individual resource, so you can do it. No issue. You can just delete the individual resource that is not usable. Let's suppose if you are using the public IP, and if you want, I do not want to use the public IP, so you can just simply remove that public IP. And if there is an NSG, so you do not want to use that NSG, you can just simply delete that NSG and create a new NSG for you. So according to a requirement, you can do the changes, no issue.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So currently our machine is deploying. Just I have created on the click, and you can see the time over here. So just hardly it will take 2 minutes, 3 minutes for the deployment. Within the few minutes, your virtual server is getting ready. So let's see. So after the creation, we will access our machine with the help of RDP. So everyone, I think, know about the RDP remote desktop protocol, right? So for Windows, we can use this for accessing them. So you can see within the 1 minute, our machine is ready for us. So you can just simply go to that resource, and now we can able to access it. So just let me connect it. There's a button, connect. So here you can get the information for checking the NSG, that RDP port is allowed or not. You can just click on check access. And from here, you can download the RDP file. And with the help of that RDP file, you are able to connect with your machine. So the file is downloaded, NSG is all good. So just click on that file that you have downloaded, click on connect. And here you require the password that you have set up. So I'm entering my password over here. So yes, now I got the access of my server. So within the minutes, you can deploy a virtual machine in our cloud infrastructure. So no need to wait a lot. So within the few simple steps, a beginner can also deploy a cloud servers, a cloud instance. So just what you need, you just need to click and click. Just a simple GUI interface you have. You can manage your portal very easily with the help of great GUI experience. And when I talk about Azure, so it have a very simple GUI experience. Whenever you are comparing with the other cloud providers, so it have the very simple interface. And along with this, and when it are in the position of cloud architect and other senior roles, you mostly think about the cost optimization, right? So whenever you are thinking about the cost optimization and you require to plan the cost and all the plannings. So at that time when I'm working in that particular project for an organization, so where I required to compare the prices of the services with the Azure services. So there are a good interface of Azure calculator. So where you can get an approximately idea about all the services that you want to run. So all the supporting tools are also very good inside the Azure environment. And especially I have a personal experience with the Azure support. So the support team of Azure is very delight, and they offer you a very good support as compared to other cloud providers. So I have tested the support of all providers approximately. I have also used the Indian cloud providers like Otto, like so in this and every cloud provider I have tested. So I got there is a something gap between the servers and services, right? So whenever I feel I, I'm stuck with this problem and I want to support with the contract, right? So support team, the Azure support team is very good. So they will give you a proper resolution. They will help you properly. So here our server is ready. And according to your requirement, you can just configure your services whatever you want. So you have all the infrastructure. And this infrastructure is managed by your cloud provider. So you do not need to take care about it. So this is the beauty of our cloud, right? So just in few steps, in few easy things, you can do, and you will get your server. And with the help of your server, you can easily deploy your services. So any question up to this? No? Okay, silence means no. I'm assuming it no. Okay.
Yes, guys, you can ask if you are having doubts till now, because session is going very informative. That is, from basic to advanced. And to be very honest, cloud is having, too much demand in the market. And on behalf of cloud and cloud security, candidates are taking more than 20 25 LP in the market. You can just, simply search on the Naukri.com as well and on the LinkedIn as well. Depends on your current skills that you have, experience you have, and the location that you are preferring. And even you can, expect, a remote job as well, work from home job as well on behalf of clouds. Am I right, sir? Prem sir?
Yes, sir. Of
Yeah.
course. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of good opportunities for work from home. So what you required? You require just your laptop and a good internet connection, and you can manage the services for your organization. It is just simple, right? So after deleting this resource, we will discuss about the syllabus, what actually we are going to cover in this course, and how this will beneficial for you, right? So just I am talking about the resources. Whenever you have completed your practice, you're required to delete that resource, right? Unless you will get charged. So here is our resource group. Inside that resource group, you can see we have these multiple resources. Rather than deleting it one by one, I can just delete the simply this resource group and all the resources will get terminated. So here is an option, delete resource group. So just click on it, copy the resource group name and paste it here and click on delete. And again, confirm it, delete. So now this resource will get deleted. So for now, I'm closing this portal. And now here we have the official syllabus, official discussion of our course, right? So as we know, we have the combination of three technologies, three courses, right? So first we have our Microsoft Certified Azure Administrator Associate. So first we are going to start with this certification. And when you're talking about the certification, what we are going to cover in the certification and the things are actually valuable for us. So right, so you can see here. So this is an official syllabus from the Microsoft site, and as well as I am sharing this link to you. So you can also refer this link. Yes. So we have total these modules, right? So let's discuss the modules one by one. So when you are talking about the first module, so it isn't just a prerequisite, it's a basic about. So in this, you will discuss about the cloud shell. So for managing our infrastructure as well as with the GUI, we have the cloud shell also. So with the help of cloud shell, you can also manage. And then we will learn about some basic automations, how you can use ARM templates. What is the use of ARM templates? How we can automate some things. Let's suppose in the cloud, you want to deploy some n number of applications, like a similar applications, similar servers. So for that, you can create your ARM template. With the help of that template, you can quickly deploy them. So for automation, you can use, this is the first module. Then we have the second module that is very much important. In here, we'll learn about the Microsoft Enter ID and other related things to the Enter ID like RBAC roles and everything will be going to cover in this module. So here we will understand about the identity management. So for identity, we have the Microsoft Enter ID. Previously, it is known as an Azure Active Directory, right? So now name is changed. It is known as an Enter ID, but previously it is known as an Azure Active Directory. So here we will understand about what is Azure Active Directory, what is Microsoft Enter ID, right? And what are the different type of licenses, what is tenant, what is the structure of it, how you can create different type of users, how you can configure them, how you can apply the different type of policies, what is the architecture of it, what are the different policies, what are the different RBAC roles, and the single sign-on, self-service password reset. All these things will cover in the this module. So this is about the identity module, right? Next, we have implementing managing storage, right? So then we will move towards the storage part. So how you can manage the storage solutions, how you can manage the storage services. So Azure's offer you the different type of storage services like the blob services, right? So we have the blob services, we have the Azure file services, and how you can securely maintain the access between them, and which type of requirement will good for which type of services. So everything regarding to the storage will be covered over here, right? And after learning about the storage, we will move towards the computing resource. So here it is about the computing resources, right? So how you can create the virtual machines, how you can enable the scalability in this, how you can make your machines highly available. So configuring the availability and configuring the app services, configuring the managing the containers. So everything is there inside the administrator. So you will get all the basic information that is required as an administrator level. So all things are covered here with the help of practicals and theory. Then after this, we have the network management part. Here we will learn about the networking part, how we can manage our virtual networks. So whenever we are accessing some resource, whenever we are accessing our server. So the core is the networking. So networking is required everywhere. All right. So here also the essential part networking is also covered. So how you can create the networks, how you can configure the network, how you can create the network security groups, how you can host your DNS, what is the pairing, how the different VNets will communicate with each other. So everything will be covered here, right? So we have also the load balancer, applications gateway, network watcher, because monitoring everything is important. So after deploying, how you can monitor the things. So monitoring plays an important role. For that, we have our Azure Network Monitor. So Azure Network Watcher we have. So like that, multiple network related service will covered here in this module. And after this, we will finally move towards the backup. So here we will discuss about the backupping service, how we can take the backups, how the backup works. So everything about Azure backups and Azure monitoring. So how you can monitor your different type of resources, how they are working, all about the performance. So everything you can monitor. So this is about the course content of our AZ-104. So this is the first certification that we are going to cover. And now, if you have the laptops or your mobile phones, right? So with the help of that phones, you can just open up your browser and you can check out the roles related to that. You can search for the cloud administrator, Azure administrator, Azure admin. And if you will see the description of jobs, you will find just these services only. So if you will read all the job descriptions, majorly you will find these services. It is your identity service, that is inter ID, your networking service, your computing resource. So these are the major services that are covered inside our administrator role, right? After this, we have our next certification, right? So first we have discussed about 104. Then we will start with our network engineer associate. So in that, our administrator certification, we have covered each and everything. This is like a general discussion of each and everything. And after this, we are required to move towards certain set of specialization. Because when you add a specialization with your resume, so your resume will get more valuable to you, right? So just having a common certification is an ordinary thing. Whenever you want to stand out yourself, so you require some specific set of specialty. So for that, we are also giving you these two certification. So first, those who are working in the networking domain, currently working as a network engineer, network support engineer, those can prefer this and boost your resume, right? So here we are specifically talking about the networking technology that is present inside our Azure environment. So those who are looking to shift their career towards cloud networking, so that is the best step that you can take. So here you can see we have this one model, and this one model will cover everything about the Azure networking. So in the administrator, we have seen that there are some basic components, and most of the components have the theory part, right? So, but I will also give you the practical also, the several practicals upon this technology. But the most of the portion is consisting of the theory. But now when you come specifically to the networking, right? Our network associate certification. So here you can see the practical implementations of everything. So here you will practically implement everything, right? So just starting with that formal introduction with our VNets virtual network, how you can create the virtual networks, so creation and everything. Then you will go a little bit one by one step advancement. How you can connect the hybrid connectivity from on-prem to your cloud infrastructure. What are the ways to connect them? So you'll understand site-to-site VPN, point-to-point VPN, how you can connect it, right? You will know about the express route and how you can balance the load. The different load are coming. So HTTP based load and non-HTTP based load. All things will get covered. How you can implement the secure network. How you can associate with your servers. A proper private networking, proper public networking, a default routes, user-defined routes, network monitoring. So everything related to the network is there in this certification, right? So those who are working on the network profile. So hardly which type of services you are using. You are using just routing, switching, like these type of things you are doing. So here also you have to manage your network. You have to configure IP addresses. You have to design the structure of your network. What will be your gateway? What are the services coming in? You will define the different type of rules over there. So which rule you have to use, like inbound rule, outbound rules. So everything is there related to the networking, right? So this is our Azure 700 networking engineer associate. Okay. So when you complete this certification, you will get specialization about the networking domain. And after this, we have our security certification. So we have covered the one very much essential part, that is networking. And after networking, there is one more very much essential thing, that is security. That is must for every organization, right? So along with networking, when you will add the certification for the security, so this will give you the extra push. Like there are a lot of graduates over there, right? So after graduation, everyone not gets the job. Why? Because what actual demand of company is different rather than the syllabus of the universities, right? So we have some modern university syllabus, but they are not meeting the standardizations. Not the standards are meeting according to the organization. So here we have this certification that actually meets the organization needs. So what actualization actually the organization needs, that is there inside the certification. Like if you can have the time, so in free time you can just simply go in the any website, job searching website, and you can search related to this roles, like Azure security roles, Azure networking role, Azure administrator. So whatever you want to search, you will just search and you can just find these things only. So whenever you are reading the job description, you will not find any other thing. You will just corely find these services are required by the organizations. So majorly when we are an organization, so securing our identity is important. So here in this first module, we are discussing about the identity protection, how you can protect your identity environment. So how you can protect your inter ID, right? This is containing about the inter ID. So you will know about all the frameworks that are related to this. What are the good practices? What you should have to follow? What things you have to monitor? So everything will be covered in this module related to the identity. And after securing the identity, the network security is also important. Like in our on-premises infrastructure, for network security, we are using our firewalls, right? So like that, in cloud infrastructure, you also required some firewalls. And we know the configuration of firewalls. That is important. So here, the networking related things will be covered. So how you can secure your network. So things related to the network security, configuration of firewalls, all the networking things will be covered in the second module. And after this, we have so also required to maintain the secure servers, secure storages, and databases. So for that, generally we deploy the multi-tier architectures, right, in our organizations. So here you will learn how you can protect your storage services, compute services, and database services in the third module. And after this, You have the special security tools that is developed for the security purposes. Like you have the Microsoft Defender, Microsoft Sentinel, right? So these tools are specifically used for the security purposes, for security monitoring, for applying policies, compliances. So you can use these tools. So whenever you see the security roles, like Azure Security Engineers, so mostly you will find the Microsoft Sentinel, Defender, and Identity Service. These three are majorly required in every job description. So whenever you are looking at any job description related to this profile, you will definitely get these skills. So these are the high demanding skills. And after doing all these things, you are able to sit in any interview. You can just start applying. You can apply one by one. And whenever you will get a call, so you will definitely stand out with these skills. Because certification is not all everything, right? The knowledge is the key of success. So, like in somewhere organization, you will see some organization required a compulsory certification, but most of the organizations have do not have the compulsory, right? So certifications are not compulsory. This is mandatory to have a knowledge of that certification. So the knowledge is the key of success. So when you get that much of knowledge, so you will definitely get placed in the good organization, and you will definitely get a good great salary. Like whenever if you are a fresher, you want to start your career, if you start with your cloud, so you can easily get 5 to 8 lps as a fresher whenever you are just introducing yourself to the cloud. And after having a 5 years of experience, you can easily expect 25, 30, 40 lps. Okay, so these are the realistic goals that you can target for. So after getting all these things, you can good to go, right? So, guys, anyone have any type of query regarding these syllabus and the things?
Sir, how long will you take to prepare us for these three certifications?
Approximately, you will think about it will approximately take 50 to 60 hours to complete all these certifications. So here you can see there are some timing is given with the course, right? So there are some timings like 7 hours for this module, 3 hours for this, 4 hours for this. So generally we take more than this. So just we can exceed the limit to 3 to 4 hours more for every module. So approximately it will take 50 to 60 hours to complete these three certifications. Yeah. Next. No doubts? Okay, that's
And
great.
what is the cost price of the each certification of global?
Yeah, for the global certification, they both have their different pricing. But you can approximately think here you can get the charges also. So just when you
Mm,
move down. So this is for the United States. And when I will convert it to India,
It will be approx like 5,000.
5,000 rupees will be there. So every certification will cost you approximately like that. All right.
mm,
So these are updating. So these certifications also have some validity, right? So here you can see
mm,
the renewable frequencies for 12 months.
mm,
So after 12 months, you're required to renew it. So you have to again sit for the examination. So because they are maintaining the industry standards and industries are upgrading day by day, right? So that's why it have the renewable fuel.
Uh, One more question from my side, like how can we go through these models? Like we will complete the theory part first, and after that go through on the practical side, or we can parallelly go with the practical and the theory part.
So yeah, so great question. So what we are actually doing. So first we will understand the theory aspect. So what the thing is actually. So some basic theory we will cover first. And after that basic theory, we will go with the hands-on lab. And while doing the hands-on lab, we will also understand the theoretical aspects of that thing. So while seeing the practical, so we will cover the theoretical aspects also. And Whenever I have shown any demonstration, after that demonstration, I will give you time for doing the hands-on. So along with me, you can practice your hands-on also. So I will properly guide you for hands-on, how you can do the things. You can parallelly do the things with me and learn parallelly. So there is a two-way interaction, right? So I am teaching is not enough. So you have to do it and practice the things and understand and respond to me. That is important. So the two-way communication is important. Right. So I will try to maintain the two-way communication. I want your efforts and my efforts. Then it leads to your success. Right. Yes.
Sir, basically for getting into cloud related tools, sir, could you suggest some good projects like that we can make after completion of this course?
Yeah. I will also guide you through the projects, and our team will also guide you about the resume preparation, how you can go for the interviews, what are the mock interviews, how you can take the mock interviews. So I will also take your mock interviews, right? So during the course, you can free to ask anything, right, related to the your preparation, the everything. And along with this, we will take some specific sessions, like some mock interviews. Inside that mock interviews, you will do some practices, and along with this, I will give you the project idea that you can make. You can deploy the 2-tier application, 3-tier application, and along with the course, we are doing a lot of labs, right? So lot of projects we are doing. So you can combine these lab, you can mention these in your resume, and you can post it in the LinkedIn, GitHub account, right? So you have to update the everything, right? Yes. Any other query from your side, guys? No? Okay, that's great. So now let's discuss little bit more, and then that's good for today. Just as we have used some services from our cloud provider, like we have used some services with our Azure, right? So just a minute. So here I have used the Azure portal, right? So with the help of Azure portal, I have used some services. So there are a lot of services, and I have used these services. And we have also the portal from AWS. So we have also used some services from AWS portal. So we can use the services from AWS portal, right? And we have also some other providers, right? So like we have the Auto, we have the GCP, we have different type of providers. So we are choosing the Azure, and Azure have the ultimate story, right? So like when you can think, what is the oldest cloud provider?
Sir, AWS.
AWS, right? And why we are with Azure? So what is special insights the Azure?
Sir, I think there is higher demand of this Azure because of the especially of the intra ID it offers.
Yeah. So if you will see the market trend today, so market trend is moving towards the Azure. Why? Because nowadays Azure is offering a good price range. First thing that is important, they are giving a good price. They are giving the quality of services. So the high quality services are provided. And when you talk about the availability zones, right? So you can get multiple data centers over the India. And when you talk about the high number of data centers, so Azure have the highest number of data centers in India, right? So in Azure, you will get a smooth functioning. So just you can deploy your application quickly. You can just quickly reach out all the services. And whenever they are setting up a geographical location like an availability zone over here. So for the redundancy, Azure is starting with the 3 data centers. It's creating the 3 availability zone with it. But before Azure, AWS creating the multiple data zones for residencing. So like that, they have invested a lot of cost, right? To like they are sometimes deploying the 4 availability, like 5 availability unnecessarily. But Azure solved that problem and identify that 3 availability zones are enough. So for this strategy, with the help of this strategy, they have expanded themselves, right? So nowadays, Azure is the very much demanding. And for the hybrid compatibilities, it is offering a good service like Azure Arc, right? So whenever you are using the multi-cloud environment, so at that time also, Azure is beneficial for you. So it will give you the great compatibility option. And you also know the good compatible with the Microsoft products. So it is the make the things very easier to do. So that's why we are learning about Azure. And Azure have the good role-based certifications. With the help of this certification, you can validate your knowledge easily. And nowadays, demand is shifting towards the tools that are provided by your Azure. So that's why we are preferring our Azure cloud, right? So as we know, we have used some services with the help of portal and we have used the GUI experience. Along with this, we have the CLI experience also. So we can configure the services with the help of CLI also, with the help of APIs, application programming interface. So there are multiple ways to configure services. When we go inside the more details, we will see every option that is available to manage this, right? And here we have used pay as you go model. So like for that much time we are using the services, for that much time only we are required to pay, right? So we do not require to pay for all the time. Like whenever you are using the on-premises infrastructure, if you have purchased a server, so there is a capital expenditure. You have to pay all the expense that is capital expenditure at a one time at the purchase time. So there is no such type of expenditure. So there is no capital expenditure over here. So what actually cloud is doing, what actually cloud computing is, right? So cloud is an on-demand delivery of compute, storage, identity, security, and platform services over a managed infrastructure, access via API, portals, CLI, and build using pay as you consume model. You can say pay as you consume or pay as you go model, right? So just with the help of our laptop, you can open the web browser. With the web browser, you will log into the portal. And with the help of portal, you are able to manage your networking solution, identity solution, security solution, and computing solution. So everything you are able to manage with the help of just portal and just you need a good internet connection and your laptop. And then you can customize all the things, you can use all the things. Right. So this is just a small introduction. You cannot say even the small introduction about cloud, right? So this is just a basic and how the cloud is actually working. What is the technology that is working behind? So that is your virtualization. So right, we have different type of virtualization available and in Azure environment and every environment. Whenever you're talking about the cloud service provider, they are using the virtualization technology and specifically in virtualization, they are using the type 1 hypervisors. So every organization have their own choice. Either they are working on the mixed type and the hybrid type. So they are using multiple type 1 hypervisors, or even if they are stuck with the particular hypervisor. So specifically in Azure, we are stuck with the Hyper-V, right? So that is also a type 1 hypervisor. So that we will detailedly cover in next lecture. Okay. So I think that much information is enough. And if you have any type of query for today's session, so you can raise your query. The queries are happily invited. So today we have just done a basic introduction to our course and just a technology. So just we have deployed a quick virtual machine just for a demonstration. And everything, each and everything will be cleared in detail with the practicals and hands-on in our course in upcoming sessions. So from basic we will start. And additionally, one thing you will more get that is AZ-900. So we are covering this certification. These are associate level certification. And along with the certification, I will also give you the beginner level certification preparation. So you can also easily qualify that one after clearing this. So I will also give you the fundamental knowledge. So if you are fresher or if you are working professional, so our course is designed for everyone. So anyone can join the course and complete it without any hesitation. So that's all from my side. So now you can ask your queries.
Yes, guys, you can ask your final questions today, and then we can sum up the class today, and tomorrow we can continue as a day one regular batch. Anyone having question, please, regarding the Azure Cloud Security? And one more thing I want to add here: if someone is looking for a revision for networking, CCNA level, and Windows Server as well, MCSA, then we are giving them live class recordings as well for the revision, and they can brush up their basic as well, and then they can continue with the Azure combo. And yes, anyone, if having a question, please ask. Else we can, sum up the class today. Anyone? Nishant, Ravi, Rupak, Krishna,
Mm,
Himanshu.
Not,
Deepak.
not
So
from my
nothing,
side right now. I've
nothing
already
from.
asked.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. It was very informative session today, and you also, guys, took the part for the question and all. Let's connect by tomorrow, same time, 9 p.m., and we'll continue the batch from AZ-900. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Prem sir, for giving the time today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.